Hello, good morning. Just wanted to talk to you guys about planting some things in the summer. What do we want to plant in the summer? So, of course, there's lots of, different plants you can. But one of the things that I really like to plant starting in the summer are perennials and herbs. So we want to get those in the ground in the summer so they can start establishing strong roots. They can start growing, and that way when spring comes around, it comes around pretty quickly, you have a really good amount of perennials growing. They're going to come back and they're good and strong. So this is an example of one of the good things that you can plant in the summer that can get rooted. Your Rose of Sharon or any type of hibiscus plants that you have. This one is basically a miniature Rose of Sharon, and these Rose of Sharon can take the heat. So I am planting several Rose of Sharon this summer so they can go ahead and get nice and rooted, and by the time spring comes, we've got a nice size Rose of Sharon that will be blooming in the spring. Hostas are another great plant that you can start planting in the summer. That way you can start putting some things in the ground that will be able to come back in the spring. So hostas are another good example of what you can start planting in this heat. They can really take this heat, they can really take the sun, and you'll get some nice pretty blooms with the hostas. Another plant that is a great summer resistant, heat resistant plant is your hardy lavender. So this would be moonstead. We sold these earlier this season at the shack. So you would want to use a hardy type of lavender for this heat. And these are a great herb that can be growing in the summer and establishing itself. So that way by next spring, it'll be nice and full and it'll come back. These are Mexican petunias, and another great heat-resistant plant that you can plant this summer and go ahead and get prepared in the ground so that way they'll come back every spring. Mexican petunias. And another one is your cannons. So these cannons bloom. They are heat resistant. They actually grow really good this time of year in the summer and will give you nice pretty blooms that grow really tall. But this is another great example of a heat resistant plant that you can start planting in the ground this summer. Your wandering dew, both purple or green, are great examples of plants that you can also start planting in the summer, where they can start multiplying, and then by spring, you've got lots of them. So hibiscus, this is another hibiscus. We had talked about Rose of Sharon earlier, but this is a variegated hibiscus, and it's an edible hibiscus once it blooms. But this is another great heat-resistant plant that you can plant during the summer heat. So palm trees are also a great addition to landscaping that you can also plant during the summer heat as well. So palm trees can take the heat and they can take the cold temperatures. This is another example of a great palm tree, which is a European palm. It does really great in the sun as well. European palm or Mexican palm trees. Palm trees at this time of year do really good in the summer heat. This is another great plant that you can plant in the summer heat, which is a hardy hibiscus. This hibiscus is great as far as heat, and it can take extreme cold temperatures as well. It will give you a nice red bloom flower, and it can survive this summer heat. So this is a great example of some heat resistant perennials that you can go ahead and start placing in the ground. And when spring comes, they will be really full, they'll be thriving, they'll be blooming, and they'll be coming back. Hope this video helped. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.